The fear is never reaching your potential.
That's it.
That always falling short, always quitting before you're done, always procrastinating, always not doing the right thing. And then one day you're an old man.
Yep.
And you look back and go, God, I could have been great.
Everybody has a turn back moment. You have a moment where you can go forward or you can give up. But the thing you have to keep in mind before you give up is that if you give up, the guarantee is it will never happen.
It's easy to give up. It's the easiest thing in the world to do. I'm done. I ain't going. I ain't gonna keep going.
Yeah,
I don't feel like going to work. I'm done.
Yeah, man.
It's easy. It's very easy. But what's hard is going, yesterday I got nothing from working as hard as I could. Nothing happened from that. I'm gonna do the same thing again today, but I'm gonna try to go harder.
We all have these moments in time that either make you or break you, that can determine the rest of your life. 19 years ago, 300 pounds, I made a decision to try to be a Navy SEAL. My whole goal was to go on this path every day after work and to run a mile to a mile and a half. There wasn't some inspirational quote. There wasn't nothing. It was me, myself, and it was freezing out here. I had to make a decision. The decision I make was to get up and keep on going.
People look at champions and try and find something that champion has that they don't have, but it's not that at all. They lack something everyone else has, which is an off button. They just don't stop.
You have to have the ability to go to the deep end no matter whether or not you'll ever go there. And some people are like, well, I'm never going to go to the deep end. But you should be able to.
100%. You have to be trained to do it. You have to be trained for it. For when that time comes, you're like, okay, I'm deep end qualified.
The winners always show up. They're willing to lose in order to gain. This body, as great as you are, as sharp as you make the arsenal, it can't do anything if you don't have confidence in yourself. We all fall down in life. The question is, who gets back up? You go after and you give it all you have. If you lose, at least you tried, man. I failed. It's 10 times more of a man than someone said, what if?
They say, why is it that you're working out so hard, 5 hours a day, 6 hours a day, and you have always a smile on your face? The others are working out just as hard as you do, and they look sour in the face. Why is that? I'm shooting for a goal. So every rep that I do gets me closer to accomplishing that goal, to make this goal, this vision, turn into reality. Every single set that I do, every repetition, every weight that I lift will get me a step closer to turn this goal into reality.
To be successful at anything, the truth is you don't have to be special. You just have to be what most people aren't. Consistent, determined, and willing to work for it.
I get happier about the harder it is because I know that no one else will follow. If you can shift from this is hard to no one else will be able to do this, then it flips from being this thing that you're like, oh, poor me, to oh, poor everyone else who's going to have to try.
The easiest thing in the world to do is to complain, blame, and quit and settle. That's the easiest thing in the world to do. But it takes real work to deconstruct and to reconstruct the thought process and the mindset of an individual when they're trying to change something. That's why I always say to people, what's more important, what we acquire or who we become?
Confucius had a great saying that, every man has two lives, and the second starts when he realizes he has just one.
Do the thing that your heart is asking you to do, regardless of the external circumstances. Basically, regardless of what it looks like. Not because of what you might get by taking action in the direction of your dreams. Because the goal, the prize on the other end of it, is not nearly as powerful as who you become when you do the damn thing.
Why don't you set a goal to become a millionaire for what it will make of you to achieve it? And I thought, wow, that's a whole different philosophy. Set a goal to become a millionaire for the person you have to become in order to be worth $1 million. Then he said, once you've become a millionaire, you can give the money away because what's important is not what you got, but the person you became. And I got the message.
Most men live lives of quiet desperation. And I've been that guy. You're just in this world where you just can't wait to just run away. You have to take a path that's dangerous, and most people want to take the safe path. And the safe path leaves you stuck in quiet desperation almost every time.
The enemy of greatness in life is good. When people are going through life, if things are okay, they aren't feeling enough pain to make a change. It's that level above where your comfort zone is. That's where I want you to shoot for. Don't go through life burning at 10 watts or 50. Be a 100-watt person and burn bright. Don't settle for average.